get the money.
What's really good? It's your boy Buns here. It is another episode of In My Own Opinion. This time, talking about Street Fighter V. Now, Street Fighter V, I'm having like a love-hate relationship with this game right now. For the simple fact that it's completely barren of features. Yeah, I know they've promised to add in later on the campaign mode and regular, arcade mode, because I'm one of the weirdos. I like to also fight the computer. In its place, we were given a cheesy little story mode, or if you want to call it a story mode, it's about 11 minutes of content per character that gives you no insight and is just filler pretty much. I understand that Capcom was trying to get this game out early, trying to get it out before, the next season of the EVO Fighting Tournament came out, so they could have it showcased, especially now with this whole exclusivity deal they got with Sony, that the only way to play this game is to be on PC or PS4, and completely alienates any person that chose to just stick with a Microsoft system. But, Microsoft has their own fighting game, Killer Instinct, which had the same model of releasing content in increments, but they didn't have the balls to straight up charge people $60 and just have them, play a skeleton of a game that is promised to be better down the road, which is complete bullshit. Even though this game pisses me off in its practices, I still laugh because I can't stop playing it. It's fun. It's, the mechanics are airtight. Capcom, they've been doing this for 30 years. They've been doing Street Fighter since the 80s. Come on, they know what they're doing when it comes to one-on-one fighters on a 2D plane. They also have the promise of later on they're gonna have more characters added, and instead of just being stuck behind a paywall, there's apparently a way that we'll be able to unlock them through challenges, but they weren't specific on what challenges or telling us what we had to do to even get the characters. So I'm thinking it's pretty much going to be like impossible challenges just to get the characters, because they want people to just give up and pay and get the characters given to them. Now, the online component, at first I could complain a lot about it. It was terrible trying to connect with people. I would just leave it on the default mode, trying to find a fight where it allows you to play with other game modes, and I say that with air quotes. The only game mode that is worth playing is, other than multiplayer, is survival. But yeah, the first couple weeks it was pretty tough getting in, trying to get somebody to play. It took upwards to 2 hours, I think, in the first week, and I got a good connection. It's not like I got Walmart connection, and it took that long. They ended up throwing in a patch, it fixed it, but there was still great lagging issues. There's a nice little caveat to this game that you're actually allowed to play with people that play on PC. My experience with that so far is go ahead and chalk it up as a win, because it's either the connection or something, but I feel sorry for the PC players that have to play against console players, because it doesn't even seem fair. And I don't even think it's like, because these people are that bad or anything. It just seems like they're really delayed on their reaction. I would hit them and then stop on purpose, and I would see them then block. But that was about 2 weeks ago. It's been getting better, but I've gotten into a match or two where it feels like I'm looking at a slideshow when I'm fighting somebody, instead of being fluid in 60 frames as they advertise it from the get-go. My problem is with Street Fighter is that they're charging us a full price game, but giving us half a game up front. They didn't give us, we're not getting the rest of it till June, they said, which has me a bit worried, because as of recently, fighting games have been on a resurgence. We've had Killer Instincts come back. Mortal Kombat has been holding it down at I think, as like one of the best fighting games, and I think it won the award last year. We have other games coming back, like King of Fighters 2016, which that game boasted 50 fighters compared to Street Fighter's, what is it, 16? That's a big drop off. Granted, they're two different style of fighting games, but whatever. And we got other games like Tekken coming back, and all the great fighting games from the early days are coming back in a great way. And now with the network that we have with Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus, that you're able to play other people across the world, it's a great time to be a fighting game fan. I'm just worried that the one franchise, the top dog of all time of fighting games, is going by a motto like this. Because if they're setting the standard, they're giving the excuse for any other fighting game to do the same thing. To be like, alright, well, we'll just give them this bare piece of shit, and they'll give us all the money anyway. And a lot of times when developers do that, your Destinies and whatnot, you feel kind of robbed when you're playing the game, because you have to invest more. You have to buy more DLC to feel like you actually got the game you originally bought. And, that's starting to leave a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. I'm just hoping that this doesn't become the norm. And if it does become the norm, we're just going to have to stop purchasing these games. Because if we keep doing it, they're just going to keep screwing us, and it's going to get worse and worse. Like I said with Killer Instincts, they had the best model. Hell, they even let you play the new characters as like a trial thing once a month. Other fighting games need to do this. Mortal Kombat does this. My friends didn't get the new DLC pack, but with the new challenge towers, they're able to actually play as the new characters, which is a nice little preview for them to make them think if they want to put more money into the game. Street Fighter just said, hey, we're Street Fighter. Fuck you, pay me. And I don't think that should be the business model, because if it's going to be like that, then it's going to be tough times here on out for fighting games. Well, that's my opinion. We should stop getting shafted by people just giving us bare content, not just in fighting games, and games in general. If you have any feelings about this, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you like what I've said, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't like what I said, go ahead and leave a dislike. I'm not going to hold it against you. We can still be friends. I'll check you next time. This has been In My Humble Opinion. This is your boy Buns. I'll come back at you. I'll see you again. I'm out.